Don't let anybody tell you that you are worthless, because you're not. You're actually worth quite a lot of money. You know it's been forever since you've last cleaned your room when you find a bunch of money. You know what I find? Water bottles. Robert returned a woman's money after seeing her sad bank balance. My 12-year-old stepson just handed me a literal wad of cash and said, buy yourself something nice. It's like $400. Where did he get it from? What? Will you hit your friend for $1 million? I can never do that. Aw, you're sweet. Thanks, bro. No, thank you. What is the strangest thing you've done for cash? Work 40 plus hours a week. What would you do if someone left you 8.7 million? Paying off my student loans and using the remaining $10 to go to the movies. Yeah, but you won't even be able to get any snacks. That's sad. I was drunk last night. It looks like I tried to charge my wallet because I was out of money. Would you rather have $30 million or 30 million loyal friends? What the hell am I going to do with 30 million friends? Dudes will pay $10 for a Call of Duty skin, but think an OF is ridiculous. The skin supports the developers, people who put an effort in their job. Found $5 in the parking lot. Today is going to be a good day. I named him Steve. Taking Steve for a ride. Shh, Steve has no idea. You take him to Dunkin' Donuts? Bye, Steve. No! New friends. Steve has been replaced. As a child of God, what's your next move? To thank him. $43 million in cash found an empty Nigerian apartment. Poor guy probably spent the past decade trying to share it, but no one ever replied to his email. You always make me feel so special. I'm so poor that I don't even know what they're in. I think it's some sort of limo. Your man is $50. You have $200. You go out and the bill is $46.78. Who pays? The real question is, why am I dating a dude with only $50? Because the guys with the money go for all the hot ladies. $20 is like an adult dollar. This is way too accurate. I'm triggered. The only bath bomb I need. How are you gonna wash yourself though with this? You're not gonna be able to get clean. Mutant strawberries. Weird how that one looks exactly like currency. Yeah, where are they growing that one? A man received a $75 check to restart his life after being wrongly imprisoned for 31 years. God damn, poor guy. Where was he locked up at? GameStop? What'd I spend my money on? Important stuff I don't need. 3 California men arrested for illegal sale of avocados, totaling more than $300,000. That's like people getting ended, and you guys are out here arresting avocado dealers? Something tells me they weren't just dealing in avocados. You and your child are driving late at night along a deserted road. You come across a van full of money, and the driver is dead from an apparent heart attack. What lesson do you teach your child? Lift with your legs, not your back. What are you guys mad about today? Being forced to work so that you can get money to pay to live on a planet that you didn't even ask to be on. Teen given a $500 check after turning in $135,000 he found in cash. I'm sorry, but I would have kept the $135K. At least give him like $10K. There's an 11-year-old in the New York subways that sells emotional advice instead of lemonade. That's pretty cheap. Guys wear $60 boxes to hold up $3 worth of pee-pee. Girls wear Victoria's Secret underwear for a thing that isn't even a secret. Would you slap your mum for $1 billion? My mother would slap me if I didn't slap her for $1 billion. Got this out of an ATM today. I sucked a pee-pee for this. Stay in school. The struggle is real. My roommate just finished writing a book on how to get money, and now he needs money to publish it. Tell him to read the book. When I die, don't spend $6,000 for that. Embalming casket funeral. Just yeet me into a hole and move on. Money aside, what do you need right now? The money you just put aside? Would you take a 50-50 chance at death or $5 million? Why or why not? Yeah, either way I don't have to go to work tomorrow. If someone gave you $200 because you're ugly, would you take the money? I'm ugly, not stupid. For only $10.99, you can let every visitor to your house know you are struggling. I'm enough. Name something you want to hear after doing the deed. My money back. They're not gonna give you a refund, Jordan. What is better than hearing I love you? That sound the ATM makes when withdrawing money. Making money versus spending money. It's so easy. $10 million to never listen to any Beyonce song again. Are you taking the offer? So $10 million to how I live currently. Thoughts? I don't care what anyone says. Money can buy happiness. Such wealth, so money. I hope this card gets rejected at every register. You get this much money every day for the rest of your life, but you can never play Fortnite ever again. again. Would you do it? I like money more than pee-pee, and that's a fact. Then why did you get pregnant instead of getting rich? Shot on a $700 iPhone. Shot from a $65 million fighter plane. My last time taking folded up money. He gave me a $21 bill. $2 is not a tip, nor is $5. Anything I give you outside of this bill is the tip. This simp paid $10,000 to meet a girl he follows on OF. All he got was a hug. 1 month later, her and her boyfriend are using that money to travel the world. I mean, yeah, he definitely knows what he's getting himself into. Travel is not a matter of money, but of courage. Okay, sir, there needs to be a payment option for courage. Guys literally only want one thing, and it's disgusting. I found a coupon that gives you $5 off at any store. Oh, do you mind if I take it after you use it? Thanks. Because his daughter was cold, Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar once lit $2 million on fire just to keep her warm. My father would light me on fire to keep his $2 million warm. Stay in this bathroom for 24 hours and get $75 million. What are you doing? For $75 million? I'm gonna know every roach personally. Be careful with Benjamin, bro. He's got asthma. This picture has more money than my country and more plastic than the ocean. Stop asking me for money. Can I have money? Sure. This man stopped smoking for 6 years and saved the money he used to spend on smoking to buy a car. Then died in a car accident. Men, when you sit on your wallet, just know that it's bad for your spine. I wish my wallet was thick enough to cause me some back problems. So I found a door in a tree trunk, and it was full of a pile of money and a single frog. So you broke into his house. You broke into his safe. Leave his money alone. Man arrested after he spent 17 years traveling the country with a hacked debit card that gave him the exact amount of money needed for any purchase. So this is like being a hacker in GTA. He literally had a mod menu. I work at a bank and this lady came in with a $150,000 check. And to make conversation, I was like, oh wow, I wish I had one of these. And then she says, it's a life insurance check. I would rather have the person. Stay in bed 70 days straight and NASA will pay you $18,000. Where do I sign up? Me looking at 900k houses with $76 in my bank account. Interesting design choice, but okay. Millennials finally buying a house. Imagine knowing a guy that can solve all of your financial problems without asking for the deed. His name is employment. Or he goes by his other name, Dad. Leaving this guy on the charger till it's on 100. Might take a few years with inflation. 1600 calories versus 1600 calories. Great, now do a price comparison. Two conmen sold a fake painting for 1.5 million euros, only to find out that all the money was counterfeit. Isn't it weird that we pay money to see other human beings? Are you talking about women, the movies, or airplane tickets? Glasses. Money doesn't buy happiness. Me, when I get some money, you're going traveling. Chris, for Christmas, I got you $25 worth of lottery tickets. I went ahead and scratched them off for you. You won $2. Here is that $2. Merry Christmas. So I put my school up for sale on a real estate website, and they found it because people kept trying to buy it, and I'm in major trouble. And my mom's reaction to this news was, well, will they let you keep the money if you sell it? What would you do if you won the lottery? From low to high to low. Man survives bank failure crisis by not having any money in the first place. My uncle just sent a message in the family group asking for money. I privately messaged him asking for banking details so I can deposit it. He responded saying he doesn't actually need money. He asked for money so that nobody in the family would ask him for money. He's too smart. Money doesn't buy happiness, but I would definitely rather be crying in this apartment. This woman eats for 3 hours online and earns $9,000 a month. Being an adult is 90% worrying about money and 10% spending money you don't have on treats because you've worried a lot this week. Breaking. Google buys Fitbit for $2.1 billion. Oh, bad deal. I bought mine for $69.95. A quarter for a day will get you $9,125. A dollar a day is $365. You got some limited edition quarters or something? Coyote $21,000 in debt after wandering through university campus. $160 parking ticket? Screw you, Virginia Beach. Nice. How fast? Did you just ask me how fast I was going on a parking ticket? University bookstore worker stole $20,000 worth of textbooks, police say. Oh man, I hope they recovered both of the books. The "it's only $5, why not buy it" mentality has probably cost me like $15,000 at this point in my life. Man buys a $6 million Super Bowl ad to thank vets who saved his dog from cancer. I don't see how people go to the casino and lose thousands. I just lost $5 and I'm thinking about blowing this whole casino up and everybody in it. You ever stress about money and then accidentally buy a new coat, a new pair of shoes, and then realize you're currently out for a meal? Then you're really not stressed about money if you're doing this. Why are watches so expensive. Time is money. My wallet has a secret pocket. I put money in when I'm drunk, but then I forget about it. So later I surprise myself with that money. It makes me happy and it's infinitely more profitable than the lottery. Customer just handed me a folded up 50 as a tip. I hate this place and I hate everyone and I hate myself. Okay, that shouldn't be allowed. What's considered trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich? Getting money from the government? Today, the student debt crisis reached $1.4 trillion. Damn, only 3 students owe money? I think it's 4 now. How poor am I? 4 digits ATM pin is protecting my 3-digit bank balance. Landlord, your income needs to be 3 times rent. Me, can you tell my boss that? Me, organizing my finances. Man wins 22-year legal battle against Indian Railway over 25 cents. I hate how family stops giving you money on your birthday as you get older. Like, I need it more than now than I did when I was 7, Susan. I'm starving. Me, asking my granny with Alzheimer's for $20 for the 5th time in the same day. Mum raises $32,000 for teen McDonald's worker who paid for her food when she forgot her wallet. Having $20 as a young child possibly meant you were the richest kid on your block. Nowadays, $20 is just an adult dollar if you really think about it. At a dollar store, how much is that? $1. Okay. Sometimes I fantasize about being a golden retriever in an upper-class white family somewhere in Maine. They treat you so good. When your uncle tells you to look for the coin he dropped, but the only thing he dropped was his pants. And when you realized it was too late, burglar. If you want to live, give me all of your money. Bold of you to assume I want to live and that I have money. I graduated from law school 6 years ago with $250,000 of student loan debt. But after years of hard work and tens of thousands of dollars of payments, I can officially say that I now owe $315,000. Hooray! How much I sold a Whoa! Vsauce. Don't give Canadians money. You don't understand. This is waterproof. It's amazing. The no girlfriend sandwich. You've got a lot of money, but no one's there with you. Why do grandmas always have money, but never a job? Would have started saving money in kindergarten if I knew life was going to be like this. The cashier asked me how I'm going to pay, like in terms of cash or card, and I just said, money, because I meant cash, and she went, that's how it works. Mad about the idea of money being exchanged for goods and services. First of all, explain to me what makes them goods instead of bads. South Africa government says it will print more money and make everyone rich, just like Zimbabwe. Okay, don't do that. I need a part-time job that pays $20,000 per week. Have you considered haunting an opera house? That job only gets you $20,000 per month. What happened here? Me millionth dollar. It's actually very rude to be reminded to pay back money you borrowed. It's actually rude to have to remind someone to pay back the money they owe you. To pay back money they owe you. Tell me you made a bunch of money off of NFTs without telling me you made a bunch of money off of NFTs. Someone's not paying their taxes. My friend was losing money trading until he bought a second screen. Now he's losing money twice as fast. I'm getting money. I don't get mad. Bro's living in Chernobyl, Fallout 4, when you have enough money for a good watch, but not enough money for a good car. Florida man arrested after punching ATM for giving him too much money. My parents have access to mine and my brother's bank accounts, and accidentally took money out of my brother's savings instead of theirs to pay their mortgage. And now every time we tell him to do something, he says, you can't talk to me like that in my house. This duck costed $200,000 of taxpayers' money. All it does is float around Canada. He's doing his best, okay? $2 billion Powerball winner takes home $628 million after taxes. Aren't the tickets already taxed? What do you need all this money for? Healthcare and stuff? What are we doing? They both know they've got too much money to be blowing bubbles. I just learned our 9-year-old did an experiment on us. Lost tooth, told no one for 3 days, kept tooth under his pillow. No money. Then he tells us he lost the tooth. The next night there is money under his pillow. Then he confronted us with the scientific evidence that the tooth fairy isn't real. Where's the proof that it isn't real though? He still doesn't have proof. Fail! Correlation is not causation. According to most health insurance companies, teeth are luxury bones that I must pay more to continue enjoying. Money will not fix all of your problems. No offense, but money would literally solve every single one of my problems, like all of them. I don't have a single problem that money wouldn't immediately solve. Really? One time in 6th grade, I was being bullied really badly, and this whole circle of people gathered around me, and the girl that was bullying me smirked and went, you dumb rich idiot. And everyone was like, ooh. And I stood there for 20 seconds before pulling $20 out of my wallet, placed it in her hand and said, buy some better insults. And I swear, the entire lunchroom noted. There should be a millennial edition of Monopoly, where you just walk around the board paying rent, never able to buy anything. That won't just be for millennials anymore though. It's gonna be for every generation after. What's the most recent generation? It's not Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, that's it. Gen Beta are cooked. Good luck buying a house, honestly. My brother didn't want anyone in the theater at the Star Wars premiere, so he spent $2,180 to buy all of the tickets. At that point, get a home cinema and literally pay one of the people working at the cinema to give you the movie or something. Send it to you. Dirk has $300 million, and his wife still sends him to games with a plate of leftovers wrapped in tinfoil. How do you not know that's the chef? Is it actually his wife? If so, that's really sweet. Hospital worker arrested for using a dead patient's debit card to buy snacks just 17 minutes after the patient passed away. So not only are you a horrible person for stealing, but you only used that card to buy snacks? Really? Could have been something a lot better. Stupid criminal. Buying our first house at age 19. What are you guys buying? I actually saw a post saying to have the same purchasing power baby boomers had, we would need to be making, the minimum wage would need to be like $74. Isn't that insane, guys? One day, I just want to be rich enough that I can just like give away hundreds of thousands of dollars every year in like scholarships or grants. That whenever I see someone make a post like, hey, can I get $50 for groceries? I can just donate $1,000. Or tip my server their rent money. Like, that's the dream. I actually think about this all the time. I've done this on a much smaller scale. A few times, actually. It's like I'll be playing a game and someone's talking about, a skin. And I will literally just gift it to them. And I think everyone would do the same as me if they could. Or like this person. They would. I think so. I'd like to believe that anyway. If you pay me $50, I'll show up to your funeral, but stand really far away, holding a black umbrella, regardless of the weather, so that people think you died with a dark and interesting secret. Probably were thinking you were the side king. The crazy